Welcome in, y'all. Come on in, get comfortable, find a soft, cozy seat, grab yourself some bubbly or some wine. My favorite wine is Riesling, as you can see. I need to re up, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until after this video. So, well, y'all, where's my microphone? Oh, there it is. Hi, microphone. Y'all, I need an assistant. And then y'all come and say, no, bitch, you need to stay out for the wine. No, that's not the reason why. I need an assistant. Anyway, y'all, welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in. Listen, if you haven't checked in, please go ahead and check in. And if you've been here before, you know when I say check in, I mean go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am the mental chiropractor. My name is Tezra. I am here to help you realign your mind and reclaim your power. So I talk more about that as I get into this video, especially because we are coming for Tisa Tales. Tisa, I love y'all. Where is this little gnat coming from? Tisa, I love you, but we gotta call. We gotta talk. We gotta talk, sis. We gotta talk. All right. But in the meantime, if you go ahead and please subscribe to my channel. But I will say this too, y'all. I will say this too. My channel is not for the mentally tenuous. Nope. My channel is not for the mentally tenuous. My channel is not for the faint at heart. My channel is not for people who subscribe to victimhood and the victimhood narrative. That's not, if that's what you're, my channel is not for quote, black in quote, trauma bonding. I'm not your girl for that. I'm not your girl for that. So I understand. I'm not for everybody. I'm going to tell you now, I am not for everybody. I just want to be clear. I just want to be transparent and authentic as to what I am about. I'm about dismantling the stronghold on the mental of the masses, and particularly the melanated masses. I am here to dismantle and obliterate the box of labels and the boxes that are labeled. So that's why you will hear me always say, if I use the term black, you are always going to hear me put it in quotes, either air quotes, or I'm going to physically say it. Okay, I just want to put that out there. I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm also not here to make anybody feel good. I'm not here to coddle anybody's feelings. I'm not here to support anybody's victimhood narrative or mindset. What I am here to do is to free us of the skin that we're in, because that is where they have dominated. And when I say they, we are all still one, because at the end of the day, my ultimate message is unity, but we can't acquire unity, radical unity, until we break down all of the mental programming that has been going on for millennia. And it's not our fault. But once we become aware of it, then it is our responsibility to do something about it. So that's what I'm here to do. I am the mental chiropractor. My name is Tezra. I'm here to help you realign your mind. I can't realign your mind for you, but for those of you who are ready to reclaim your power and to plop yourself back down into the driver's seat of your life so that you could drive your life in the direction that you wanted to go instead of the direction that society will have you to go, because trust and believe me, that is the wrong direction. As Portia Williams said from Real Housewives of Atlanta, wrong road. Wrong road. Okay, y'all. So now that I got that out of the way, we are going to holler at Tisa today, because Tisa is one of my favorite YouTubers. Like, I absolutely adore Tisa. She has a lot of personality. She's easy on the eyes, and she has a lot of charisma. So I am a fan of Tisa. So I don't want any tattletales coming after me, because I'm a fan of Tisa. But listen, I gotta call it where I see it. When I see a trapped mind, that is where I have to speak to, because Tisa has a very large platform. I am not here to get a bag off of Tisa. Not at all. I'll get my bag where I get my bag. And as y'all can see, I have 247 subscribers. I lost one on the way, which is fine, because the thing is, anybody who is down with me, anybody who is one of my beautiful, powerful patients, then you already know what type of work that we are putting in over here at the Mental Chiropractor. So if you are not down for that type of work to free yourself, to liberate yourself, then no, this is not the channel for you. And I'm perfectly okay with that, because I don't want the numbers. I want the authenticity. I want the authenticity of people who are ready to be empowered and who are ready to take back the reins of their life, because it is possible. But the invisible ones, the cabals, the brulees, whatever you want to call them, the faceless ones, they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that you can actually take back the reins of your life, shift your energetic frequency, and therefore have a completely different lived experience that is independent from them and their power. You have to tap back into your power. Are y'all ready to go? Are y'all ready to go? I can't say put a 1 in the chat because I'm not live, but let me know. Let me know if y'all are ready to go. If you are ready to take back your power and plop yourself back down into the driver's seat of your life. If you are ready to feel full and fulfilled. If you are ready to feel like that sense of peace, no matter what is going on in the world, not to say that you are in denial, but to say that you have reconnected with your higher self, to say that you have reconnected with divinity herself, supreme divinity herself, to say that you are ready to tap into that inner infinite source of power within you. Because that's where all of the knowledge comes from. All of the knowledge and the questions that the answers that you have questions to, y'all, is all within you. And let me show you how this happens. I may not get to Tisa tonight. I may have to have Tisa wait for a second and get to her like maybe tomorrow or something, because something else is coming up for me right now. So I have to be in flow. I have to be in flow. So whatever you want to know, trust it's going to come to you. You are going to attract it. And the way that you attract it is by clearing out all of the debris, clearing out all of the blockage that is in that channel. See, if you have a whole bunch of blockage within that channel, it's much harder for you to connect and receive the information that is coming to you directly, unobstructively. So you have to do the work to clear that channel. And to do the work to clear that channel, you have to reclaim your mindset. Because legacy media, corporate media, mainstream media, whatever it is that you want to call it, the people that you see are not the people who is actually doing anything. They're just the puppeteers, including our government, including the presidency. They are just the puppeteers. And they are just the puppeted, being puppeteered. That's who they are. Okay, so if you want to be able to hear clearly and to receive information clearly, that is circumvents everything and everyone around you that's trying to block you and all this kind of stuff. If you want the universe to divinely maneuver you through this life so that you are living a life of the least resistance, then you need to reclaim your mind. So I will give you an example. And the thing about this is that once you begin to tap in, you begin to realize how fun it is to take back your hijacked mind. I'm going to give you an example. And it's just, y'all, when I tell you it's one of many, it's one of many. I'm going to write 2 names down because these are 2 crystallized examples. Okay, the first one was, I'm in the restaurant industry. So my day job is I am a restaurant operations consultant. And I also am a project manager to help people to get there, to launch their restaurant, to take them through all of the steps and to get them as closely to their launch deadline as possible. Something always throws it off, but I don't let it get thrown off too far. All right. So, for people who are in the restaurant, and even for those who like to restaurant a lot, that mocktails is like the trend now. Non-alcoholic beverages, and not just your fruit juices blended together, not those, like actual cocktails that don't involve alcohol. So like you can have, they have different names for it, but I'm just going to name them here for the sake of this conversation, like your virgin mojitos, right? Or like there's something called a phony Negroni. And, Negroni is all the rage now. That's a very popular cocktail nowadays, but they have a mocktail version of it and they call it phony Negroni. Now, I'm in the New York City area. That's where I am based, and that's where I do my consulting. But I can go anywhere. So if y'all know somebody who needs expertise, award-winning consulting, holla at your girl. So anyway, non-shameless plug, by the way. So anyway, so I was trying to remember. Now, I've been already exercising this. When I'm trying to remember something and it won't come to me, I just let it go, trusting that the universe is going to bring it to me. Like the answer is just going to come to me. I don't have to go searching for it. I don't have to try to, put so much effort and desperation trying to go for something, because when you do that, you push the thing further and further away from you, because that's the energetic vibration that you are putting out there. And so as I always say, the universe will not make you a liar, and the universe does not know the word no. Okay, so put a pin in that. Maybe I'll come back to it. Maybe I won't. But subscribe, because I will eventually come back to it. Okay, so listen. So I knew when I couldn't remember the name, right? I just released it, because once you release something and you really release it and let it go, it always comes back to you. Even if you don't want it anymore, like in a relationship, when you really and truly release it, and that person has received the energetic frequency that person don't even care about me anymore, like what? Then that person is going to want to be in your frequency, because you have released it. You have freed yourself of it. So that which you are not desperate for just flows to you. It just flows to you. And so it's up to you whether or not. I've never been the person that does a repeat in relationships. I've never done that. But I've seen this happen. When I really wanted a person to really like pine for me, and I'm going to get to my phony Negroni in a second, so y'all just put a pin in that. But when I really wanted a person to pine for me and to really like come back and all apologetic and remorseful, and the person never did. But when I didn't give two shits, when I didn't give two fucks, guess what happened? The person flocked right to me. So you have to practice releasing your attachment. Okay, so that's what I did. So I released my attachment to trying to remember the name of this mocktail. Y'all, you cannot make this up. Shout out to Lady Luck Club. First of all, because I got the light that you got. Lady Luck Club, LLC. Y'all go on over to her channel and check her out. I love her. She's wonderful. So I got the camera. The light that she got, because she redid her studio. She zhuzhed it up a little bit. And so when she showed the light, I said, well, because I need a new light. So I got the light. And then she's always saying, y'all, you can't make this up. So y'all, you cannot make this up. So when I put out there, okay, universe, thank you, because I know you're going to bring it to me. Y'all, I kid you not. I am driving Midtown New York. Oh, holy shit balls. I am driving Midtown New York, y'all. And in the back of the window of somebody's SUV, what is written on the back of their window, y'all? Phony Negroni. Can I do a Tasha K? Y'all, my studio ain't big enough. It ain't big enough yet. But I just did a Tasha K. And I'm doing this all on the little square. So I hope that's okay with y'all. Okay. But listen, on the back, okay, let me change it. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. But on the back of the window, it said phony Negroni. What did I just tell y'all? I couldn't remember the name. I released it because I knew that the universe was going to bring it back to me. And then as I'm driving, not even thinking about it, because I have released my attachment to it, what did it do? It flowed right to me. Tasha K twirl. Tasha K twirl. Okay, but I ain't got enough room. Okay, oops, y'all, sorry. Okay, Tasha K twirl. Shout out to Tasha K. It flowed right to me. that is how the universe works. This is what happens when you liberate and you unshackle your mind from the system. It's not necessarily systemic racism, it's systemic mentalism. Did y'all hear what I just said? I don't even know where that came from. It's not systemic racism, it's systemic mentalism. When you reclaim your hijacked mind, when you reclaim and reprogram your mind, you completely change your lived experience. I'm telling you from experience. Another time, y'all, and when I tell you, this is just one of plenty, because y'all, me and the universe, in the yoga culture, we call it the Leela of life. So it's the Leela of life. It's the play of life. You begin to engage with life in a playful manner. I'm telling you, all of the stress, I'm not going to tell you you're not going to have any stress, but the level that you deal with stress is minimized. Is greatly minimized. Because when you start to consciously, not black conscious, because that is bullshit. Okay, I'm going to call it now as bullshit. Y'all stop subscribing to these labels that are slapped on boxes that are meant to confine you. There's no such thing as black consciousness. That's just more of a trap that your own people are putting you into unknowingly and unwittingly. Well, I think Umar may know what he's doing, but I don't know. I can't speak for, but just stop. The moral of the story is to just stop. But when you begin to consciously interact with the universe, y'all, you just open up the floodgates of magic, of miraculousness, of other people would call it these like mind blowing, but you just know that this is how you play. This is just you and the universe interacting. You and supreme divinity interacting. Once you take back your power, once you begin to realign your mind to your supreme divinity, then you begin to tap in all the yumminess and the goodness that infinitely flows through you, through the universe. Okay. All right. So here's the second one. I saw a female rapper, and I know her face, and it was like her 50th birthday or 55th birthday or whatever. So I'm like, what is her name? Y'all, I could not remember her name for the life of me, but I said, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Because now I'm well practiced, right? I'm well practiced. I was like, it's okay. It'll come to me. Y'all, so while I was talking about this, I don't even where was I talking about her? Maybe it was on a YouTube video. I don't know. But anyway, when I released it, the next time I went onto YouTube, I think it had made, I don't know if it was Danny's World that I saw the post, but the post said, "Happy birthday, MC Light." Tasha K. Twirl. Tasha K. Twirl. Thank you. Thank you, universe. It never gets old, y'all. It never, ever gets old. And, and I have, and the thing is that I'm not special. I'm not special in any sort of way at all. We all have the same infinite potential to connect with source. We all have it. It's just your choice to conscientiously do the work to connect. And the work is not easy. I'm going to tell you now, the work is not easy. There's a lot of pain, a lot of tears shed. But when I tell you it's worth every single tear, because when you are fully liberated, and I'm not fully liberated, but I'm a lot. I'm very radicalized. And that's why my channel may not be for everybody. But when you are fully liberated, sorry, let me not use the word fully. But when you are very liberated, when you become radicalized, your life is full of what we would call magic. But that would just be your way of living. It's just your way of life. As a melanated person, I don't experience racism, the R word. I don't. There is nothing that a low melanated person could say to me that would get under my skin. Nothing. I am not triggered. I have taken back my power so that you no longer have my triggers. Okay? I got to get ready to feed my puppy. He's almost 3. He's always mama's puppy, right? And so I'm about to if anybody of y'all is familiar with Clubhouse and y'all will understand this language, I'm about to land my plane here. I'm about to shut it down. The clinic is about to close for tonight. So I hope that you enjoyed your session. But listen, when you take back your power, nobody is holding the gun with their finger on the trigger. You take back the gun. Okay? So I'm not going to get to Tisa tonight, but what I was going to get to Tisa, it was about, so I'm going to have to just come back to you, Tisa, but it was about what she said about what's her name? Northwest. Is that her name? Kanye and Kim's daughter, when she is forcing their daughter into a box. We got to talk about that because that is working under the programming. And that's what they want us to do because they no longer have to do the work. Now they got now they got us out there doing the work for them. So we have become their peons. So we have to free ourselves from the mental imprisonment that we have the keys to. We have to free ourselves from working for the system, for the power structure, by placing people into the boxes that they created for us to live and be confined by. And therefore, if we're confined by it, we're also defined by it. But I obliterated the fucking box years ago. I obliterated the fucking box years ago. And when I tell you my life since then, unfuckwithable. That's the only word I can say. Unfuckwithable. And with that, y'all, I thank you for chiming in. I thank you for joining me in this session. I hope you got something from it. Listen, if this content, if what I am saying resonated with you, if you hit you somewhere in your gut, then please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and like this video. One flicker of your finger means the whole world to my channel as I'm trying to grow this and put, and break these shackles, break these mental shackles so that we can free ourselves. Because I also have a video coming up that speaks to the melanated magic that has nothing to do with ego or self or needing to gain approval from anyone. Okay, melanated magic that is free of ego, and you don't need approval from anyone. You're not even seeking it because it just is. All right, y'all, until next time, be and stay empowered. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to go ahead and post this video. So after this video, if you would just click on play, I think that's how it works. If you just click on play for the next video, where the intended video for this one, I'm actually going to do that in a separate video. That is the one where I'm discussing Tisa Tales and her take on Northwest and how it is a big faux pas. All right, so join me in the next video. Go ahead and hop on over, and I'll see you soon.